ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च। Second chapter, second section, second mantra, Dvitiya. Can repeat. Satu न एक शरीर पुरवर्ती आत्मा
न एक शरीर पुरवर्ती आत्मा
किं तर्हि सर्वपुरवर्ती
सर्वपुरवर्ती
कथम् अहुंसशुचिषत्
शुचिषत्
वसुरन्तरिक्षसत् होतावेदिषत् अतिथिर्दुरोणसत् ऋषद्वरसत् ऋतसत् व्योमसत् अब्जा गोजा ऋतजा अद्रिजा ऋतं बृहत् सह आत्मा न एक शरीर पुरवर्ती सर्व पुरवर्ती कथम how that is being told in this mantra. We have seen the meaning of the mantra and we have read the Bhashyam also, 2 paragraphs. quickly we will read and give the meaning also again. Hamsah anti gacchati iti shukisat.
हंसः
हंसः
हन्ति गच्छति इति
गच्छति इति
शुचिसत्
Shuchau divi.
शुचौ
शुचौ देवी
Shuchau divi adityatmana सीदति इति.
शुचौ
शुचौ
देवी
आदित्यात्मना
आदित्यात्मना
सीदति
सीदति इति.
My voice clear to all of you?
Yes.
Okay, if there any break, let me know. Amsaha. Amsaha, Bhashyakara gives a meaning. Amsaha is Suryaha, Divi. Divi Shuchau Aditya Atmana Sidati iti. So Amsaha is taken to be Suryaha, the Surya which dwells in the form of the Atma. Is the Atma which is dwells in the form of sun, which is moving about the sky. That is called Suryaha. It is not different from Brahmatma. So the one moves in the sky is called Amsaha. And Shuchisat Divi. Divi is Shuchau Divi. Shuchau is Divi. The Shuchau Divi in the pure space, the pure Akasha, that is in the sky. So the Atma which is in the form of sun moving in the sky, that is the meaning. Then the next line. Vasubhu Vasayati Sarvaniti.
वसुः
वासयति सर्वाणि
Vaivatmana Antarikshe Sidati iti Antarikshasat.
वायुवात्मना अन्तरिक्षे सीदति इति अन्तरिक्षत्
Vayuhu Sarvan Vasayati. That which makes everything alive. That's called Vasuhu. That is Vayuhu. The Vayuhu which is in the Antariksha. Antarikshe Sidati. Antarikshe Sidati. It is resides, it stays in the sky. Antarikshe, Vayuhu. Vayuvatmana, that is Prana Rupena. It is in the form of Prana, the Vayu, which dwells in the intermediary space. Antariksha. So Atma itself, Brahmatma alone in the form of Vayu, which is present in the intermediary space. Antarikshe, which is present, dwells, Sidati, iti, Vayuhu. That Atma. Vayu is Atma. Namaste Vayu. It is Atma. The next line. Hota Agnihi.
होता
अग्निः
Agnirvai Hota iti Shrutehe.
अग्निर्वै
अग्निर्वैहोता इति श्रुतेः
Vedyam Prathyvyam Sidati iti Vedishat.
वेद्यां पृथिव्यां सीदति इति वेदिषत्
Iyam Vedihi Paraha Antaha Prathyvyaha.
इयं वेदिः परः अन्तः पृथिव्याः
Iti Mantra Varnat.
इति मन्त्रवर्णात्
मंत्रवर्णात्
Hota means Agnirvai Hota. Iti, there is a Shruti Vakyam. So by that Shruti Vakya, the meaning of the word Hota can be taken to be Agnihi. And there is a mantra from the Rigveda Samhita. Iyam Vedihi Paraha Antaha Prathyvyaha. Iti. So this Hota, this fire, which dwells in the Vedi. Vedi means the earth. Where the earth means the place near the Homakunda, where all the materials used for the Homa Yajna, it is kept. And there is a mantra, Rigveda Samhita mantra is there. Yam Vedihi Paraha Antaha. This Vedi, this sanctified altar, it is the Paraha Antaha, it is the superior, greatest portion of the Prithvi. So, why? Because this material required for the yajna is kept there. Therefore, Agni is in the form of earth, Prithvi. Agni, the Atma in the form of Agni, Brahmatma in the form of Agni, it is located on the earth and this place is called Vedi. So, Brahmatma Agni. Brahmatma in the form of Agni, it is Agni. Atma is present in the form of Agni in the Yajnashala, where in Vedi. Vedi is a place. So, Atma alone is present. Then, Atitihi Somaha San.
Atitihi Somaha Sanna
Durone Kalashe Sidati iti Duro Nasat.
Durone Kalashe
Durane
Idadi
Kalashe
Durone Durona
Sitatiti
Sat
Durona Sate
Brahmanaha Atiti-rupena va.
Brahmana Atithi
Brahmanaha
Rupena Va
Atiri Rupena Va
Duroneshu Vrigeshu Sidati iti.
Duroneshu Griheshu Sidati
Dureneshu
Idadi
Grigeshu Sitati Iti
So Atitihi, the meaning of the word Atitihi is taken to be Somaha. Somaha is Somarasa, which is extracted from the Soma Lata. So Atitihi is Somarasa, which is in which is kept in a vessel, that kalasha, that is called Durona. Durona means kalasha. Durone kalashe sidati. Durone kalashe sidati iti. Duro asat. So the somarasa, which is kept in the vessel, the jar. Duro nasat. So what is there in the vessel? Somarasa is the Brahmatma alone is in the form of Somarasa. The Atma alone is present in the vessel. Atma alone is present in the vessel Somarasa. In the vessel called Durona. Or the other meaning also can be taken, taking the meaning of Atiti to be the guest. Brahmana, who stays in the house, Virgeshu, Duroneshu can be taken, Durona can be taken to be the house also. So the Brahmana who stays in the house. So who is a Brahmana? That Brahmatma alone is in the form of Brahmana, the Atiti, who stays in one's house. So the Somarasa is Brahmatma. This Atiti also Brahmatma. The Somarasa, it is kept in the jar, in the vessel. The vessel is called Durona. Other meaning is this Atiti, who stays in the house. That Durona means the Virga. So Duroneshu Veshu Sidati. So Brahmana, Atiti Devo Bhava. So everything is Ishvara. But Sarvatma Bhava is presented in this mantra, like in the Rudram, in the Namakam, everything is looked upon as Ishvara. Whether it is a dry leaves or the green leaves, whether it is the season, whether it is the person is a thief, everything is looked upon as Ishvara. The Sarvatma Bhava. Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. There is nothing other than Brahma. So the Jagat, which is Srishtam, which is from the Karanam Brahma. And the Karanam is only, Brahma as a Karanam is only Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Without undergoing any change, Brahma has become the Jagat. So Jagat is Brahma, Ishvara. It is not separate from Brahma. So looking upon the whole Jagat as Parameshvara, It's called Sarvatma Bhava. That Sarvatma Bhava is presented. Sarvam Brahma iti. Then the next line. Nrishan Nrishat Nrishu Manusyeshu Sidati iti Nrishat.
त्रिषत्
ऋत्
नृषु
मनुष्येषु
मनुष्येषु सीदति
सीदति
इति नृषत्
नृषत्
Don't ask your itself, it's a typo. Nrishan is there. You have to read it as Nrishan. Nr is Karanta Nara. It is Manushya. So, Manusyeshu Sidati. Manusyeshu Sidati. Iti Nrishat. So, that which dwells in the Manushya, human beings, Manaveshu, Manusyeshu. What? Atma, Brahmatma. That is the Puraswami, the Rathaswami, which is Brahmatma. It resides in all the human beings. Therefore, Nrishat. Therefore, Nrishat. Then, Varasat.
वरसत्
वरसत्
Paresho Deveshu Sidati iti.
वरेषु
वरेषु
देवेषु
देवेषु
सीदति इति
सीतरीति
Varasat. Vareshu Deveshu. Vara is taken to be Deva. Devataha. So, Deveshu Sidati. Iti Varasat. The Brahmatma which dwells in all the Devas is called Varasat or Devasat. Ritasat.
ऋतसत्
Ritam Satyam Yajno Va.
ऋतं
सतं
सत्यं यज्ञो
सत्यं
वा
यज्ञो वा
Tasmin Sidati iti.
तस्मिन्
तस्मिन्
सीदति
सीदतीति
So, Ritam. Ritam is Satyam. Ritam Satyam Yajnova. The meaning of the word Ritam can be taken to be Satyam. That is Satyam, Ritam Satyam. If two words are used, then we have to give different meaning to the words. Ritam means Satyam. But if Ritam and Satyam both are used, like in the Shantipata, Ritam Vadishyami, Satyam Vadishyami. The different meanings are given by the Bhashyakara in his Bhashyam. So, therefore, Ritam, here Bhashyakara says Satyam. Satyam means truth. What truth? Vyavaharika Satya Prapancha. This Brahmatma is alone in this Vyavaharika Prapancha. Satya, that is Satya Prapancha. Or the meaning of the word Ritam can be taken to be Yajna. That is Yaga, Homa. Tasmin Sidati. The Brahmatma which is located, which is present in the Yajna, that Yaga, the Karma. It's called Ritasat. So everything is Brahma. The Yaga is Brahma, the Yajamana is Brahma, and all the Vedikas representing the Veda, each Veda, they are Brahma. All the materials, the oblations which are offered into the Agni, that is Brahma. The ladle with which the oblations are offered, it is Brahma. To whom it is offered, that is Brahma. And the Devata is offered through the Agni. Agni is also Brahma. What is offered is Brahma, and to whom is offered is Brahma. And the offering is also Brahma. The one who offers also Brahma. So everything is Brahma. So Yagadi Rupena. So Yajnaha va tasmin sidati iti. Vyomasat.
व्योमसत्
Vyomni Akashe.
व्योम्नि
व्योम्नि
आकाशे
आकाशे
Sidati iti Vyomasat.
सीदति
सीदति
इति
इति
सीदतीति
व्योमसत्
व्योमसत्
Vyomni, Vyoman Shabda, Nakaranta Shabda, Vyoman. So Vyomni is Akasha. Vyomni is Akashe. Saptami. Vyomni Akashe Sidati. That which dwells in the Akasha, that is the space, is called Vyomasat. Here the space could be Hridaya Akasha. Hridaya Akasha, that is a space, Buddhi Guha. that is the space within the heart. We saw Angushtamatra Purushaha iti, the Hridaya Akashe, that is Upalabdhi Sthanam for the Atma. Atma is everywhere. Atma is everywhere. But for Upasana, it is considered to be having a location for Upasana. So, Atma is located in the heart, Hridaya Akasha, Pundarikaksha. That meaning can be taken, or the space can be literally taken to be the space where, in the form of the birds or the creatures which fly in the sky, that is Brahma, Brahmatma. That meaning also can be taken. Then, Abja, Apsu,
Abja, Apsu,
Shankashukti Makaradirupeena Jayate iti.
Shankar Shukti Makarad
Shankashukti
Rupena Jayate
Makararupena
iti.
Jayata iti.
Abjaha. Abjaha is Jayate. Apaha. Apaha. Apsu Jayate. Abjaha Apsu. That which is born in water. What is born in water? All the aquatic creatures. Shukti Makaradi. Shanka Shukti Makaradi Rupena. Shanka is conch. Shukti, the pearl, the shell. Makaradi, the alligator, crocodile, etc. So in the form of these aquatic creatures, that which are born in water, they have location in water, they have a dwelling place in water. So these are Brahma. Atma alone, Brahmatma alone is manifest in the water in the form of these beings, these creatures, aquatic creatures. So Apsu Jayate. Therefore, Abjaha. Gojaha.
Gojaha.
Jaha,
Gavi Prithvyam.
Gavi
Gavi
Prithvyam,
Prithvyam.
Brigi Yavadi Rupena Jayate iti.
Vrihi
Vrigi
Yavadi
Yavadi
Rupena
Rupena
Jayate
Jayata
iti.
iti.
So Gojaha, Gojaha is Gavi. Gavi is Prithivyam. Gavi, the meaning of the word Gavi is Prithivyam. In this context, this can take the meaning to be Prithvi. So therefore, that which is born on the earth. Therefore, Gojaha. What is born on the earth? In the form of Riki Yavadi, in the form of rice. Rihi, Eva is barley. So the same Brahmatma alone appears in the form of, manifests in the form of Vrihi Yavadi in the earth. It's called Gojaha. Ritajaha.
Ritajaha,
Yajnanga Rupena Jayate iti.
Yajnanga
Yajnanga
Rupena
Rupena
Yajnanga
Jayata
Jayate
iti.
iti.
So Ritajaha, that which manifests, Brahmatma which manifests in the form of Yajnanga. Yajnanga, that is all the factors which are involved in the ritual. They are Brahma. See, all the factors which are involved in accomplishing the yajna, which are used in the yajna. So, Utajaha. And therefore, what is born? What is born in the form of yajna? That is also Ritajaha. So, all the factors which are involved is called all the factors which are involved in this yajna, they are Brahmatma, Ritajaha, and the and which is born, the one who is born in the form of yajna, the one who is in the form of the yajna palam, everything is Brahmatma, Ishvara iti. So Atma alone appears in the form of various accessories which are used for the yajna. So, and the one who is in the who is born, Jayate, who is born in the form of the yajnanga. Adrijaha.
Adrijaha,
Adrijaha.
पर्वतेभ्यः नद्यादिरूपेण जायते इति.
पर्वतेभ्यः नद्यादिरूपेण जायत इति
So Adrijaha, the Brahmatma, which is born in the form of Nadyadi Rupena, Nadi, etc. From where? From the Parvata. So Parvatebhyaha, that which is born in the Parvata, that is which is born in the Parvata, in the form of Nadyadi Rupena, or Brahmatma. Brahmatma alone manifests in the form of rivers, rivulets, the falls, waterfalls. So everything is Brahma iti. So all this shloka, all this description of the shloka, the description of Brahma. As I said, it is like in the Rudram only. In Rudram, you see, if you understand the meaning of the Rudram, you will appreciate the meaning here. Namo Meghyaya cha Vidyutyaya cha Nama Idriyaya cha Tapyaya cha Namo Vatyaya cha Reshmiyaya cha Namo Vastavyaya cha Vastupaya cha Megha is Brahma. Vidyut is Brahma. Then in another place, Nama Shushkyaya cha Harityaya cha Namo Lopyaya cha Lapyaya cha. Shushka, dry things are Ishvara, Brahma. Haritya, Hari is Harityaya cha, that which is Harita, green. That which is dry is Ishvara, that which is green is Ishvara. Everything is Ishvara. The one who rears the cows, the goats, they are Ishvara. So everything is looked upon as Ishvara. So, having said now, describe all these are Ishvara. Now, finally the mantra says, Ritam Brihat, that Bhashikara explains. You will read that. Sarvatma api.
Sarvatma
सर्वात्मा अपि
Sarvatma api san.
Sarvatma api
सर्वात्मा
sanna
अपि सन्
Ritam abhitata svabhavaha eva.
Ritam
ऋतम्
avitata
अवितत
swabhava eva
स्वभाव एव
Svabhavaha eva. Atma Ritam. Sarvatma api san. Ritam Brigat, that is there in the mantra. So, Ritam is that which is not negatable. What is not negatable? Brahma alone is unnegatable. That which is unnegatable is a reality. You can negate the pot, you cannot negate the clay, because clay is Satyam and pot is Mithya. You can negate the Nama Rupa, but you cannot negate the Sat of that. So that is why you need to understand this very clearly. When we say Brahma Satyam, Lokardhena Pravakshami Yaduktam Grantha Kotibhihi. Brahma Satyam Jaganmithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha iti. That mantra, that shloka, Brahma Satyam Jaganmithya, Brahma is Satyam, Jagat is Mithya. What is this Mithya Jagat? Mithya Jagat, when we say, it is not for negation. We cannot dismiss the Jagat. Jagat is dismissed as what? As negatable with regard to the Paramarthika. So, negatable means the Nama Rupa is not Satyam. It doesn't have the independent existence. That is called Mithya. So, Mithya is because of Satyam. So, Mithya is Satyam alone. Mithya is Satyam Brahma. But Satyam Brahma is not Mithya. So, that is the equation that has to be understood. Therefore, Mithya has got truth. What truth? Empirical truth, empirical reality. That is because of the Satyam Brahma. So, Mithya by saying it is not for negating, it is to see that it is not separate from Brahma. Minus Brahma doesn't exist. doesn't have independent existence. So therefore, this mithya sukham, mithya dukkam, sukham dukkam, it is real in the empirical world. As it is real in the dream world, so it is real in the empirical. That's why empirical reality. In the empirical reality, that is Ishvara Srishti, if Jiva has its own Srishti, that is the problem. What Bhagavan has created, with regard to that, you don't have objectivity. That is Ajnanam, that is Samsara. What Ishvara had created, that doesn't bind the person, that doesn't cause Samsara. What Jiva creates for himself, that only creates samsara. So Jiva Srishti, that is called subjective reality, Prativasika Satta. So therefore, when we say Mithya, Mithya is not for just negation. You cannot negate the Jagat saying this is Mithya. Because the word Mithya is the word meaning of the word mithya is unreal. The unreal means that which is not real with regard to the paramarthika drishti. Doesn't have reality, it means it has dependent reality. It is not real, it has dependent reality. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist, it exists. It is not tucham. Therefore, this Atma Tattvam, Brahmatma Tattvam, it is in the form of everything which the mantra described. So, it appears in the form of everything, but still it is Ritam. It is Ritam means it is continues to be the same without undergoing any change. So Ritam, Satyam, that which is not negatable. The Atma alone is in the form of everything. Abjaha, Gojaha, Ritasat, Vyomasat, etc. But it doesn't undergo any change without undergoing any modification. That is why Avitata Swabhavaha Eva. Avitata. Avitata. Vitata is Mithya. Vitata is Mithya. Avitata is that which is not Mithya, not negatable. Unnegatable reality. Sarvatma Apisan. Even though it is in the form of everything, manifests in the form of everything, without undergoing any change, it remains unchanging, without undergoing any change, it appears as everything. Therefore, it is Abhitata Swabhavaha Eva. Its Swarupa. Its Swarupa is Abhitata. It is not Mithya. So, therefore, Brahma has become the Jagat. Brahma is the Karanam, Jagat as the Karya, and the Karanam is Vivarta Upadana Karana. Without undergoing any change, it appears as everything. What about the change? The change is Namarupa, it is Nitya. And it has got the Vyavaharika Satta, Natu Paramarthika Satta. Therefore, Brahma is Ritam, Avitata Swabhavaha iti. So the meaning of the word Ritam, Vashikara says, Avitata Swabhavaha. Because the word Ritam he explained before it as Yajnaha. Now it is explained the word Ritam as Avitata Swabhavaha iti. So depending on the context, the meaning of the word should be taken. So Avitata Swabhavaha eva. Okay. So Brahma is the Karanam, Vivarta Upadana Karanam. So without undergoing any change, appears as this Jagat. Jagat includes everything. Nothing is left out. Includes our body, mind, sense, complex, everything. Our emotions, our anxiety, feelings, worries, our anger, everything. Everything is Brahmatma iti. Next line. Brigat Mahan
बृहत् महान्
बृहत् महान्
सर्वकारणत्वात्
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 बृहत्, the word is there in the mantra. The meaning is Mahan. Mahan is that which is big, all pervasive. Ritam Brihat. So Ritam Bhashyakara explained that is Avitata Svabhaha. Now Brihat, that Avitata Svabhava Brahma, that Brahma is Brihat Mahan. The word Brahma itself is derived from the dhatu Bruhi Vriddau. So Vriddau is which is limitless. Which is limitless, therefore it is Sarva Vyapakam, all pervasive. All pervasive means it is the karanam of everything. The Jagat, when it is looked upon as the karyam of the karanam Brahma, then Brahma becomes Sarva Karanam. It is the karanam, the cause for this karya Brahma, Sarva Karanatva, because it is all pervasive. Therefore, being the cause of all, therefore it is all pervasive. Sarva Karanatva. Sarva Karanatva being the cause of all, therefore Atma is Bhrigat, Mahan. So, Karanam pervades the Karyam, every Karyam. So, Jagat is the Karya and the Karanam Brahma pervades the Karya Jagat, like the clay pervades the pot. So, without Karanam, the Karya doesn't exist. And the Karanam pervades the Karya, entire Karya. Therefore, Sarva Karanatva, being the cause, the Karanam of everything, Brahma is Brigat, all pervasive, Mahan, iti. So, and the Karanam is, Brahma as a Karanam is Vivarta Upadana Karanam. That need to be kept in the mind. Because there is another Karanam, Parinama Karanam. Parinama Vivarta. Brahma cannot undergo any change. If it undergoes change, then Bhagavan also undergoes change. Bhagavan also will become Anitya. So, without undergoing any change. So, therefore, what is Parinama? Swarupa Parityagena Rupantara Prapti. That is called Parinama. Swarupa Parityagena, changing its form, assuming another form. That is called Parinama Upada, Parinama Karanam. Like the milk becoming the curd, or the bija becoming the vriksha. So Parinama Upadana Karanam is the material cause undergoes changes. Parinama is change happening. So Parinama. Whereas Vivarta is Swarupa Aparityagena, Rupantara Prapti, without giving up its form, changes its form. It means a form is Mithya. The form and the name which are associated with that, the name and form, it is Mithya. That's called Vivarta. Like what? Like the wave and the water, the pot and the clay, the rope and snake. The rope without giving up its ropeness, it has become a snake. Vivarta. It's called Vivarta Karanam. Similarly, the clay without losing its form, it has become the pot. The water without undergoing any change, it has become wave. The clay without undergoing any change, it has become pot. The whole earthenware is clay, Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Similarly, for the Jagat Karya Jagat, the Upadana, Vivarta Upadana Karanam is Brahma, and therefore Sarva Vyapakam. And it is Ritam, not negatable, Sarva Vyapti. Without undergoing change, it has become everything, and that cannot be negatable. This is the meaning. Bhrigat Mahan Sarva Karanatvat iti. Then the next line, Yada api
यदा अपि
Can you hear me?
Yes, Ji.
Okay. Was there any break in my voice because power fluctuated, went and came? Yada api aditya eva
यदा
यदा
अपि
अपि
आदित्य
आदित्य एव
एव
mantrena uchyate
मन्त्रेण
मन्त्रेण
उच्यते
उच्यते
tada api asya atmasvarupatvam
तदा
तदा
अपि
अपि
आत्मस्वरूपत्वम्
आत्मस्वरूपत्वम्
aditi aditi
अदिति
aditi asya iti angikritatvat
अदिति अस्य
अदिति अस्य इति
कृतत्वात्
कृतत्वात्
ब्राह्मण व्याख्याने अपि अविरोधः
ब्राह्मण व्याख्याने अपि
विरोधः
विरोधः
विरोधः so यदा अपि आदित्यः एव मन्त्रेण उच्यते तदा अपि अस्य आत्मस्वरूपं that you have to join actually. That is the gap is there. Tadapi asya atma swarupatvam. Then aditya. Okay, that I read wrongly. Adityasya iti angikritatvat brahmana vyakhyane api avirodaha. I read again. Yada api adityah eva mantrena uchyate tada api asya atmaswarupatvam. That should not be space. It is split. Tada api asya atmaswarupatvam adityasya. It is adityasya iti angikritatvat brahmana vyakhyane api avirodaha. Okay, that is how to be read that. Okay, now here Bhashyakara, he mentions about this mantra. This mantra is in the Brahmana Bhaga of the Veda. This mantra, you will see this mantra even in Mahanarayana Upanishad. So Brahmana part of the Veda, it is there. This mantra is there. So in the Bhashyakara here refers to that Brahmana. Brahmana is not Brahmin here. Brahmana Bhaga of the Veda. Brahmana Vyakhyane. The Brahmana Vyakhyana api virodaha. Referring to the Brahmana portion of the Veda. There, this mantra, it praises the Aditya, the Surya Devata. Aditya is there. The same mantra occurs where it is. This mantra praises the Aditya, the Surya Devata is praised. So therefore, there it says Surya is Sarvatma, Surya is everything, Surya is Brigat, Mahan, Sarvatma, Sarvakaranatvat iti. The same mantra. Now the mantra what presents Brahma, the same mantra which is present in the Brahmana Bhaga describes Surya. Surya is said to be everything. So therefore it is Brahma or Surya. What does this mantra talk about? The Bhashyakara, he clarifies that. He clarifies saying that Surya Devata alone, Surya Devata also, it is looked upon as Atma. Surya Devata, Surya is Pratyaksham Brahma. Surya is also Brahma only. When we say everything is Brahma, what about Surya? What about Chandra? What about Vayu? What about Agni? Akasha? Everything is Brahma. So Surya is also Brahma. What Brahma? Saguna Brahma. Saguna Brahma Ishvaraha Suryaha. So even in the Surya Upanishad, there is Upanishad called Surya Upanishad. Like we have Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad, Narayana Upanishad. Similarly, we have Surya Upanishad. In the Surya Upanishad, you will find the mantras similar to the mantra in the either in the Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad or in the Narayana Upanishad. There, the Vakyas you will see. The Vakyas you will see like you see the Vakyas in Taittiriya Upanishad also. Suryadvai khalvimani bhutani jayante Suryadyah parjanyo namatma Namaste Aditya Tvameva pratyaksham karma kartasi Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi Tvameva pratyaksham vishnurasi. These lines are similar to the lines in the Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad. Adityat Vayur Jagate Aditya Bhumir Jagate Aditya Rapo Jayante Aditya Jyotir Jayate Aditya Vyomadisho Jayante. Everything has come from Aditya. From Aditya, this Vayu has come, this Bhumi has come, this Apaha, water has come, Jyoti, Agni has come, Vyoma, this Vyoma, Dishaha has come, Deva have come from this Vayu, Veda has come from Aditya. From Aditya only Devaha, Vedaha, everything has come. All the Panchabhuta, all the Devatas, everything has come from this Aditya iti in Surya Upanishad. That Aditya is Surya. That Saguna Brahma is the Saguna Brahma, that Brahma which appears in the form of this Sagunam, that is Surya, is praised. So therefore, this mantra occurring in the Brahmana, which talks about Surya, that Surya is Brahma alone. What Brahma? Saguna Brahma. Now here we can take the mantra raising the Brahma. What Brahma? Nirgunam Brahma. So therefore, there is no confusion with regard to the mantra occurring in the Brahmana portion where Surya Devata is praised, because Surya Devata is Brahma, Saguna Brahma alone. Brahma alone. So therefore, there is no confusion. Then how do we interpret the mantra? Depending on the context. If the mantra praises Surya Devata, then it is Saguna Brahma Stuti. Now here it is Nirguna Brahma Dhyanam. So Nirguna Brahma is talked about here. So that is how we have to take. So where the mantra occurs, the context, on the context only the meaning depends. So that is how we have to approach the mantra. So therefore, Bhashyakara says here, Yada api aditya eva mantrena uchyate. Even when Aditya is Surya eva mantrena uchyate is presented by the mantra, tada api, even if we accept Asya Adityasya Angikritatvat Atmasvarupatvam Asya Adityasya, even though in the Brahmana Vakya Aditya, Surya Devata alone is spoken, is talked of as the cause of everything, there is no contradiction, because the Aditya is the representative of the Brahma. Aditya is the representative of the Atma. So the description of Surya can also be the description of Brahmatma, because Atma Swarupatvam asti. Because of Atma Swarupatvam, like the Surya light, the light of Surya, it is all pervasive. Without Surya, nothing can survive. So, therefore, there are certain similarities. Atmaswarupatvam, Angikritatvad, Asya Adityasya Angikritatvad. This Aditya is being accepted as what? Accepted as the representative of Atma. Because Atma Swarupatvam Asti, it has got the same nature as that of the Atma. Therefore, Brahmana Vakyani api Virodaha. Therefore, the Vyakyana, the interpretation, the explanation given by the Brahmana portion of the Veda, there is no Viroda, there is no contradiction. There is no contradiction between the Brahmana portion of the Veda and the Upanishad portion of the Veda. This mantra occurs where? Upanishad. So there is no contradiction between the mantras occurring in Brahmana, occurring in Upanishad. So Brahmana Vakya Vyakyana or Upanishad Vakya Vyakyana, Tayoho Virodaha, na Virodaha asti. There is no contradiction. Whether it is the praise of Surya or whether it is the praise of Brahma, because Surya also represents the Brahma Atma alone. Adityasya api angikritatvat. Angikritatvat, accepted. Accepted as what? Accepted as a representative of Brahmatma. Therefore, there is no contradiction. The Vashakara adds one more line. Then the last line. Sarvavyapak, Sarvavyapi eva Atma.
सर्वव्यापी
सर्वव्यापी एक
एक
एवात्मा
एव आत्मा
Jagatah
जगतः
जगतः
न आत्मभेदः इति मन्त्रार्थः.
न
न आत्मभेद इति मन्त्रार्थः
सर्वव्यापी एक एव आत्मा जगतः न आत्मभेदः इति मंत्रार्थः. सर्वव्यापी, आत्मा is सर्वव्यापी. Atma is sarvavyapi. The Atma which is all pervading, which is ekaha, and which is ekaha eva Atma, which is only one ekaha. There is only Atma. The truth of the Jagat is Atma. Atma alone is in the form of various names and forms. Therefore, because of the appearance of different names and forms, there is no Beda between them. It means there is no Beda between the Atmas, because there are no Atmas. There is only Eka Atma Eva. Atma doesn't have plural. In Shabdam we have plural. Atma, Atmano, Atmanaha. But when we say Shabda, Atma, the meaning of the word Atma, depending on the context we have to take. Atma can mean body sometimes. Atma can mean mind. Atma can mean Satchit Ananda Atma. So here, Atma is Satchit Ananda Atma. That Atma is Ekaha Eva. Na Atma Vedaha Asti. There are no many Atmas. Why there are many bodies are there? There should be many Atmas. No. Even though many bodies are there, many Sharirams are there, there are no different Atmas in the bodies. There are no different Atmas, many Atmas. Namarupa Vedaha Asti. Kintu Atma Ekaha Eva. Because Atma is Sarvavyapi. Ekaha Eva Atma Jagataha. Jagataha Ekaha Eva Atma na Atma Vedaha Asti. So, therefore, there are no differences in the Atma. Iti mantrartaha. Because the mantra said everything is Atma, everything is Brahmatma. So, everything is Brahmatma means many things are there. Therefore, are there many Atmas? No. Ekaha eva. That is made clear by the Bhashyakara, saying that there are no differences. Vedaha is differences. There are no differences. Therefore, there is no Dvaitam. There is no Dvaitam. Atma is Advaita. Advaitam. So, this Advaita Eka Atma, which is Sarvavyapi Jagataha, Tasya Vedaha. Tasmin Vedaha Nasti. There is no Veda in that. Atma Vedaha Nasti iti mantrartha. Then the next mantra we will read. Atmanaha
आत्मनः
Swarupa Adhigame Lingam Uchyate.
स्वरूप अधिगमे लिंगम उच्यते.
Now the next mantra Vashyakala gives a Sangati.
स्वरूपादिगमे लिङ्गमुच्यते
Atmanaha Swarupa Adhigame Lingam Uchyate. That is, Lingam, Linga is the indicator or the clue. Indicator or the clue. Lingam Uchyate. A clue is given. An indicator is being told. For what? Atmanaha. For what? Swarupa Adhigame. Atmanaha Swarupa Adhigame. For knowing the Swarupa. Adhigama is understanding, knowing. For knowing, for understanding the Swarupa of Atma, a lingam, a clue, an indicator is being said. Where in this mantra, the next following mantra. Urdvam pranam unnayati.
ऊर्ध्वं
प्राणं
उन्नयति
Apanam pratyagasyati.
अपानं
अपानं
प्रत्यगस्यति
प्रत्यगस्यति.
Madhye vamanamasīnam.
मध्ये
मध्ये
वामनमासीनं
वामनमासीनं.
Vishve deva upasate.
विश्वे देवा
विश्वे देव
उपासते.
उपासते.
Okay. Here, before saying the mantra, this lingam uchyate, the clue, the indicator uchyate is being told. For what? For understanding this Atma Swarup. No. Now, this Atma, we know, Atma cannot be established by Tarka. Atma cannot be established by logic. Logic alone, not possible. You need Shruti. Shruti Mata Tarka. Without the Shruti Pramanam, Atma cannot be proved only by logic. But logical support can be taken. Logical support can be taken. Shruti logic, and also the logic also should be in keeping with the Shruti. So, when do you apply logic? Logic can be applied when you know a thing through the senses, to the sense organs. There should be an anubhava, an experience of a thing, then only logic can be applied. But Atma as unlike, it's not an object. So therefore, like an object, it is not available for experience. It is present in every experience, but not available for objectification, unobjectifiable. The Atma Anubhava, for that, logic cannot be applied. When you say, for example, Parvataha Dhumavan, Parvataha Vanniman, you say, Parvataha Vanniman, the mountain is on the fire. Because you see the smoke, the lingam is there, the indicator is there, you see the smoke. Smoke is the indicator, lingam. Therefore, you say the Parvataha Vanniman, there must be fire in the mountain. So, this lingam is the lingam of the Agni, which is the fire, the cloud, the smoke. It is available for your objectification. So, there is some experience. There is experience of that through the senses. So, by which you infer. Agni also is available for experience because you have the experience of Agni before in the kitchen you have seen. So, Anubhava is required. A prior knowledge based on the experience is applied here to conclude that mountain is on the fire. So even the logic is applied, but logic depends on the experience which are gained through the senses before. But what about Atma? Atma is not an object available for experience. Therefore, you cannot apply the Laukika logic, you cannot apply. But Shastra, logic, in keeping with the Shastram, Shruti Mata Tarka can be applied. So, through the Shruti Mata Tarka, Shruti supporting logic, the Atma can be known, can be established. Known means can be established. So, therefore, the Nayayikas and Sankhyas, they argue that by mere reasoning, by mere logic, one can prove the existence of Atma. Shruti is not required. For that we answer, it is not possible. Without Shruti, you cannot know Atma. Atma Swarupa Adigamanam is not possible. So, therefore, this mantra is going to give a lingam, an indicator to know the Swarupam of Atma. Atma is not available for vision. It is Adreshyam, Etadadreshyam, Agrahyam, Agotram, Avarnam. Atma is not available for your perception. Drishyam. Drishyam means not available for touch, not available for smell, not available for any indriyas. Adreshyam. Is it element or elementals? No. It is not Bhautikam. It doesn't have any features. Therefore it is not Sagunam. No guna, no attributes are there. It doesn't undergo any change. It is Sarva Vyapi. So, this is Atma. What about the Anatma, which is Jagat? Jagat, that is the object, the objective world or the objects, they are Drishyam, they are available for your experience. They are made of Bhautikam. They are Sagunam. They undergo change. Therefore, by noting the change, by observing the change, you can know it Savikaram. The change is there. So therefore, the unchanging, behind the changing, that unchanging, that is behind the changing Jagat, the unchanging, it continues, that Atma which is present. How are you going to know? How are you going to understand? For that, the lingam, the indicator is presented in this mantra. So the entire Jagat, including this body-mind complex, it is, without Atma, it is Jadam only. Without Atma, it is Jadam. That is why it is called Shava. When the Jiva, when the person is dead, we call it as a Jadam. It's called Shava. It is insentient. So the body is insentient. It has got sentiency because of the Atma. Atma is there, therefore only it has got sentiency. Otherwise, it is Jadam. So, what makes now the difference between a Shava and Shiva? This Atma alone makes the body a sentient thing. Therefore, in the presence of Atma, when Atma is there, the body functions, all the organs of the body functions, the sense organs function. Therefore, the functioning of the body, the functioning of the mind, the functioning of the sense organs, they become a linga. They become an indicator to arrive at the presence of Atma to arrive at the Swarupam of Atma. So, through the functioning of the Jada Vastu, Achetana Vastu, but Achetana Vastu cannot function, cannot operate on its own. There should be a Chetana. Chetana Vastu behind that. So there is a huge difference between the two. Chetanam, as I said, it is Adrishyam. Achetanam, it is Drishyam. Chetanam, which is Nirgunam. Achetanam is Sagunam. Achetanam undergoes all the changes, Savikaram. Chetana doesn't undergo any change. Behind the changing, that unchanging. So, therefore, based on the functions of the body, mind, sense complex, body does some action, the body change. Similarly, the mind functions. The mind of the person function only when the jiva is there, only when the person is there in the body. The Atma is there in the body. Minus Atma, there is no mind. Mind belongs to the Sukshma Shariram. So Sukshma Shariram also, what is death? The death is nothing but the separation of Sukshma Shariram from the Stula Shariram. Sukshma Shariram, where all the 17 constituents are there. Saptadasha Kalabhigi Saha Yat Tishtati Tat Sukshma Shariram we have seen. Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Pranadayaha, Manascha Ekam, Buddhischa Eka, all these are in the Sukshma Shariram. So that Sukshma Shariram also, through Sukshma Shariram only this Stula Shariram functions. This Sukshma Shariram goes away when it departs, then the Stula Shariram becomes Shava. So the gross organs are there, the gross body is there, but doesn't function. Why? Because the Sukshma Shariram, which was there, now not there, it has left the body. And the Sukshma Shariram also has existence because of Atma. Minus Atma, there is no Sukshma Shariram. Minus Atma, there is no Sukshma Shariram. But Atma is not Sukshma Shariram. Atma is not Karana Shariram. Minus Atma, there is no Karana Shariram also. So, all the three Shariram are there in the Jiva when it is alive. Stula Shariram only we see, other two Sharirams we don't see. So, we infer through the functioning of this Stula Shariram the presence of Atma. Through the functioning of the Stula Shariram, we infer the presence of Atma and we infer the Swarupam of Atma. That is what this mantra is going to do. Urdvam pranam unnayati. So here the prana is talked about. Prana is Pancha Pranadayaha. Here only two pranas are talked about, prana and apana. Urdvam pranam unnayati. So urdvam is upwards. The prana upwards. That is what draws the prana upwards. Urdhvam is upwards. So what draws the prana upwards? Pranam referring to pranakyam vayu, the vayu. Urdhvam unnayati prapayati. So Atma alone draws the prana upwards. Similarly, the Atma alone sends the prana downwards. So pranam is pranakyam vayu. Apanam is apanakyam vayu. So hridayat uparideshe unnayati prapayati, which draws a prana upwards. Hridayat uparideshe, from the hridaya uparideshe upwards, the prana this prana moves upwards. By what? By whom? By Atma. When Atma is there, then only the prana does the function. The prana moves, draws the prana upwards. Similarly, sends the prana downwards. Hridayat adaha deshe asyati prakshipati. So, the prana to go upwards from the lungs. The prana to go upwards from the lungs. Similarly, to go into the lungs. So breathing, that is inhaling and exhaling. This happens by what? This happens only in the presence of Atma. Atma does that. Yaha Atma pranam pranakyam vayum urdvam unnayati prapayati, which makes the prana moves up. It means from the lungs it moves up. That is exhaling. Hridayat uparideshi unnayati. Similarly, apanam, which adaha asyati. Hridayat adaha deshe asyati. That is breathing, inhaling. What? Who does that? Atma. So, yaha Atma, that is the indicator. That is the indicator. So when breathing is there, we know the person is alive. So the breathing happens by one who makes it happen, or by one in whose presence this happens. Who is that? That is Atma. Similarly, madhye vamanam asinam vishve devaha upasate. Here, vishve devaha means indriyas, indriyani, all the organs, organs function, because of Atma. In the presence of Atma only all the organs function. And all these organs, the Vishve Devaha means Vishva is all. It is a Sarvanama. Vishve Devaha, all the Devaha referring to the sense organs. Devaha, Deva, the word comes from Div Dhatu, Divyati, iti Devaha. The sense organs are illumined by the Atma. Therefore, sense organs are called Devaha. All the sense organs, they upasate, they worship this Atma. Vamanam asinam. Vamanam is that which is praiseworthy, which is adorable. And where it is? It is Madhya. Madhya is in the middle of what? Middle of the body. Middle of the body means Hridaya Akashe Madhye Vamanam Asinam. The one who sits in the middle of the body, that is in the Hridaya Akasha. Him, all the Devaha, Vishve Devaha, all the Indriyas, Upasate, they worship. How do they worship? All the sense organs worship this Atma. How do they worship? By bringing the sense objects to Atma. Then only this Atma becomes the enjoyer, Bhokta or Karta. All the sense organs, they report the sense objects to whom? To this Atma. And therefore only the perception is possible. The perception of this sense objects is possible through the sense organs when Atma is there. So that is the indicator. That indicate that the perception is not there in the dead body. Therefore, Atma is inferred. Atma is the presence of Atma is inferred. This is a lingam. This is a lingam, an indicator. So by this indicator, the presence of Atma can be inferred. The Upanishad says. More on this, we'll see. That will be the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद.